Hello everybody, it is July 26, 2013's weekly wrap-up. Here on the website we're still growing the advanced voice course and getting ready to move it into a slightly different direction again. You've been working on the major pentatonics and all the other scales, of course. And so that's still going, and be expecting to see more clips on that. But behind the scenes, I'm telling you, I'm working on some projects that haven't been released yet, but I'm looking forward to starting to bring these new directions onto the website. So keep looking for those. I'll be talking more about them. On the musical tip of the week, I love it when a new student comes in for the first lesson and I can really start to explain to them the mechanics of the voice and how it really works, and that you can access all these different places in your voice. And like I say all the time, any sound that you hear a human make is an accessible singing note when you understand how to access that note. So giggles and laughs and yelling at the kids and all of these different things, they're all expressions of the human voice. And the human voice isn't a speaking voice and a singing voice like they're two different instruments. They're the same instrument. And as you emote your emotion through your speaking voice, you have a topic that you're passionate about, you can do the same thing when you're singing. You can be passionate about your singing and emote your thoughts and your feelings into the song. And that really is the true connection of what's going on with your music. Not just working on technique. Even though I have tons of technique exercises, in the end result, it's all about those technique exercises helping somebody strengthen their voice, protect their voice, get their ears and everything together, but at the same time you have to marry the art of emotion into the technique of singing. And when you marry those two things together, you get a great performance out of people. The understanding of how to do that. Same thing too, you don't have to use a big powerful voice all the time. Sometimes a big powerful voice is the absolute wrong choice. You want to be able to take something and just sing it gently. Did you say I've got a lot to learn? Is sometimes the better choice than did you say I've got a lot to learn? Sometimes that is the better choice. It's an artistic choice. But the point is, always just singing hard and strong, and I think it's the biggest mistake that people make, is that they constantly try to sing too big. When you go lighter, did you say I've got a lot to learn? Now that's way more gentle, but that'll come off on a microphone with nice tone and an easy delivery in what you're doing. And sometimes when you do that and you don't push your voice, a better sound comes out of you. So what I'm saying is take a phrase, any phrase, oh beautiful for spacious skies, any little phrase, anything, one of the songs that you've written, it really doesn't matter as long as it's kind of a nice melodic phrase. And it doesn't have to be just about the high note, but some nice melodic phrase in your comfortable range, and practice singing that phrase many different ways. Sing it with gentleness in mind. Sing it with strength in mind. Sing it with bringing more resonance into it. Sing it with a little bit of, oh, beautiful, with a little bit of vocal fry in it, like that. All of these different little choices and little nuances that you bring into your singing, they're the frosting on the cake. They're all of the things that decorate the sound and really start to make people take notice of what it is that you're doing and how you're singing it. If it's that you just sound like you're a vocal student who's been practicing exercises forever, and it's, oh beautiful for space, I know I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. If it's all monotone and all one volume, all one sound, even if it's just nothing but loud and powerful, that's not necessarily in any way, shape, or form the best way to perform. Okay, that's your musical tip for the week. Take a phrase, sing it many different ways, and then it starts to give you that food for thought. And then when you're singing any song, you start to bring and emote those ideas as you're singing. Now another little thought sort of on the same topic. Also, I have these monthly workshops here at the school, and I have a live band, and students get up and they perform, and they're at all different levels. It's a very eclectic evening, like hanging out at the karaoke bar, I guess, and you never know who's going to get up next. Somebody sings quite well and experienced, somebody is not as experienced. Same thing here at the workshop. But one of the things that I notice that happens with people when they first get started is that they don't mean to be, but they just look too serious. It looks like they're not having fun when they're singing. Now, you don't want to be smiling like some kind of gaping idiot when you're singing, or doing something that feels unnatural or phony to you. But the same thing as when you're talking and sort of getting into something with passion. A smile comes on your face sometimes. Sometimes you've got that intensity about you. You could bring those same things again into your singing. And again, that becomes more entertaining, and people enjoy watching your performance if you just simply start to get more real with your performance. Get your heart and get your passion involved in what you're doing. And it'll show within your body movements. It'll show within your projection of what you're doing. We'll hear it within your sound, because thought colors the tone. And as you emote your passion into your music, people start to relate to you the same way they do when you're emoting your passion into a discussion that you're having with somebody. All right, so musical tip of the week. Be on the lookout for new things coming up soon, and I will look forward to seeing you in next week's wrap-up.